Hola, ¿cómo estás, people of the internet? I'm Daniel Rodriguez. Welcome to my Supergirl Season 2, Episode 2 spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. Also, don't forget to vote. Willie Nelson. So we begin this week's episode of Supergirl with Supergirl and Superman having hashtag too much fun. So, Kara gets to meet her new boss, which is this guy who's just pretty freaking fugly. I think he's from Cougar Town or something like that. Clark is ready to leave. He's going to go back to Metropolis pretty soon, but Metallo is at the bridge. Metallo is Corbin from last week, the guy that got his ass kicked. Well, he's been turned into this robotic sort of superhuman power, aka Metallo. So, they end up having this fight. And almost, I guess, I'm not a comic book expert, but I think it's Crisis on Infinite Earth, something like that. Excuse me, I totally had it down a few days ago, and now I'm like Infinite on Crisis Earth, Crisis on Infinite Earth, something like that. Kind of that sort of the cover, the way that he holds Supergirl up and he looks to the sky and then he ended up taking off. That was like the iconic cover, just how they did in the Flash Season 2 with Flash and Jay Garrick. Between the two, the cement wall, the brick wall. So anyway, they fight Metallo. He ends up failing, but Superman ends up throwing and punching Metallo way far away to a distant location. So Superman is mad at Martian Manhunter because Metallo has kryptonite. And how did he get kryptonite? Well, somebody stole kryptonite, which means there is a mole, because the shipment went a few months ago, and that means that there's a mole inside the DEO. So Cat Grant is going to be leaving. I'm kind of actually... I remember hearing the rumors like, oh, the actress can't move to Vancouver or whatever for some sort of reason, or she doesn't want to be far away, blah, 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 that. So I kind of heard that rumor, so she's leaving, which kind of sucks, man, because I actually started to really love Cat Grant towards the end of Season 1. And Kara is not okay with that, man. She's very sad with that. They also turned... another guy into Metallo. They turned another man into Metallo, and the Fortress of Solitude, Martian Manhunter, and Superman are there. Kara thinks about moving to Metropolis, but Alex, of course, is being a little, she's there, and she's like, I don't want you to go to Metropolis. I love you. We're a big whole family. And I'm thinking to myself, this is stupid. She could get to Metropolis and back within 10 seconds. If you need me, call me and we'll hang out. I'll come by every night. Like, why? It's 10 seconds away. Why? Just move to Metropolis and come back. I don't see the difference. They get there literally within 10 seconds. It's not that hard. So anyway, there's another Metallo in Metropolis, kind of a diversion, and he ends up destroying a big part of Metropolis Park. Now, Alex finds the mole, and she's in trouble by this girl who is kind of, I guess, the antagonist for now. There's a fight that goes on. Supergirl ends up saving Alex, and both Metallos are waiting. There's this big fight that goes on. Alex and Martian Manhunter fight. One Metallo, and the other, Superman and Supergirl, end up fighting the other Metallo. So, Superman says goodbye. He's waving goodbye and everything. It's time for me to go back to Metropolis. I'm going to be 10 seconds away. And he ends up leaving. The Kryptonian wakes up in the DEO, the one that was captured, and he is choking Kara at the end of the episode. Now on to the pros and cons. Just like I said last week, I really enjoy Tyler Hoechlin's interpretation of Superman or Clark Kent, both of them together. I really enjoy his interpretation, man. He really reminds me so much of Christopher Reeve's character, or his interpretation as well. He reminds me so much of him, and that's something that I love. I'm not bashing on Henry Cavill. I was not one of those that was like, his Superman is, that's his interpretation. That's cool. Superman is like all, I'm sorry, Lois. He says he's going to hurt her if I don't hurt him. Not everyone in this world stays good, Lois. Flies up, going to go kill Batman. And then over here we have Superman. Why do they keep on shooting us? Why do they use their fist after the bullets don't work? Huh. Lol, hashtag. Like, come on. You pick your poison. That's Superman. I'm sorry, Lois. Or this Superman, wow, you know what, we should go see a movie. I'm going to buy some popcorn. You know, it kind of, you know, hand in hand there. But, again, I don't hate Henry Cavill Superman. I'm just saying, he's so much of Christopher Reeve and Tyler Hoechlin, and it's perfect. I really do love his Superman so much. I really think he's a great Superman, and I would love to see him have his own show one day. Probably not going to happen, but it would be really cool. I'm not saying he's the best Superman in the world. We've only seen 2 episodes of him, but he's a really good one. Now, my favorite action scene out of this whole entire episode is when they meet Metallo for the first time on the bridge. And think about it, all the actor has to do is zzz, zzz. That's basically, and then he uses his fist every now and then, but he's just shooting the blast from his chest. But I love the CGI in here. In this episode, definitely the CGI is awesome. It is on point. It is on fleek. It is lit. It's not must be deleted, it must be undeleted and brought back refreshed. Because seriously, I mean, Supergirl getting blasted to the street and then the street is breaking and the rubble comes up. Think about the set design and how they have to do that and kind of add these little parts, and some are CGI, some's not. It's a lot of work to do, man, and I really appreciate a lot of the action scenes. Superman kicking ass, Supergirl kicking ass, and together, even the beginning with them actually saving the and the fire and stopping the fire, and I think did she end up stopping the car? She ended up stopping the robbery, and he ends up hitting the bumper. She hits the bumper and he hits the back or whatever. Either way, they work very well together. Their chemistry between Superman and Supergirl are it's there. The chemistry is there, and I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of the action in this episode, especially the beginning. Like I said, Metallo on the bridge, and near the end, Alex and Martian Manhunter, and then Superman and Supergirl. Another scene I really enjoyed besides the action and effects is when, again, I always say this all the time, but in case no one knows, I like to say it because it's true. When Jeremy Jordan, the actor, he is from my city, Corpus Christi, Texas. My theater arts teacher actually knew him and helped him, you know, back in the theater arts days at the local theater. But the thing is I love his reaction. He's like, oh my god, Superman's Martian Manhunter. Oh my god, they're gonna fight it out, like something like that, or oh my god, they're getting pissed at each other. Just his reaction and how nerdy and like authentic it actually feels and how he sells it. It's a win in my book. Also, the scenes with Kara and Cat Grant. I wouldn't say they were emotional where I was going to cry, but I was feeling it like, I don't want you to leave either, Cat Grant. You're really cool. Please don't leave. Don't leave us with this new boss who looks like he's a virgin. Please, Cat Grant, stay with us. Like, I was feeling it, and I love the advice that Cat Grant ended up giving to Kara in that she needs to do something new. Like, I need to go and I can't swim around all the time. I need to extend. I need to do that big leap. And it made a lot of sense, too. I literally thought at the end that Kara was going to say that, hey, I'm Supergirl. I literally thought she was going to do that, but she didn't. It's okay. Well, whatever. Another scene that I enjoyed with the new boss. Now, I don't like the new boss as of right now, but the only scene that I liked about him was, because he's a douche. I could tell maybe he'll get more undouchier over the next few episodes, maybe. But the one scene I really liked with him this episode is when he was telling her something like, you are not a journalist, you are not this, you are not that, and you are fired. You know, that whole speech he did, a little mini speech he did, and I was like, okay, this actor, he got something, he got some burning in him that he just wanted to let out. Great. Now, some of the stuff I didn't like about this episode, the girl villain, whoever that girl is, the girl that's like, we have your father, Alex, and you're never gonna see him again, yada yada, like that. I don't care for her. She reminds me just like the girl from Gotham, the Court of Owls girl. Oh, Bruce Wayne, you will never find out who killed your parents. Like, I just don't care. I mean, you could care if all you want, but I don't care for this girl. I'm gonna, you know, you're human, or the girl who created Metallo and stuff. I just don't. Why? Why are you? Who cares? Why? Why you? Now, this is my biggest complaint out of the whole entire episode. Superman going back to Metropolis. Yes, his girlfriend's there, his work is there, but it took you 10 seconds to go from Supergirl, that city, all the way to Metropolis. So just come back every episode. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be, you're not that far away. You fly within 10 seconds over there. You fly around the whole freaking Earth within like 20 seconds. So, you know what? Like, you guys act like you're so far away from each other. Just go fly back at each other. I don't see, like, I'm going to miss you already. go fly to him and say hi. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing there? I don't understand what they're doing with that. As well, and this may piss off a few people, but I'm going to speak my mind right now. Some unintelligent people, yes, unintelligent people would say, you know, well, what do you expect? Superman wasn't going to be in there the entire season or this and that. Like, I think they should make a Superman TV show. They could literally spin off a Superman TV show. Then nobody would watch Supergirl. Everyone would go watch Superman. Nope. People who watch Supergirl week-to-week basis and are fans of Supergirl will watch both. It's like people who enjoy Arrow and then the Flash got spun off. Well, it's kind of a bad excuse because Arrow has been sucky over the past few seasons, but it's doing good right now. It's doing an awesome season so far, the 3 episodes so far. But that's what I'm saying. No, I watch all the superhero TV shows on the TV. Why does someone have to watch Superman or They can watch both. It's Monday and a Friday or a Thursday whenever they want to air Superman. CW has the money. If they have enough money to do Legends and Arrow and Flash and 20 other shows, they have enough money to do Superman. It's not that hard. What will he do? All he'll do is fly around and do the same stuff. Yeah, it's basically the same thing, except we'll see Lois Lane, we'll see Perry White, we'll see this, we'll see that. It's not that hard. And people will be like, oh, no, it's not possible, blah, 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 blah. Trust me. It's, you know, it's whatever. I just wish... I don't know why he just doesn't show up when he's 10 seconds away. And Alex, I usually like Alex, but she's so annoying when she's like, don't move away. If you want to hang out during the night, call her. 10 seconds later, she'll be there. Again, I don't see why that's such a huge-ass deal, but whatever. 2 more things. Cat Grant leaving. I'm very sad that she left, man. Hopefully she'll make a return very soon, you know, to... Probably by the end of the season. If she's going to be gone all season, hopefully by the end of the season, you know, she comes back and everything and rejuvenated, or maybe we'll see her on a TV interview or something, you know, like what's next for Cat Grant, you know. I think that'll be really cool to see there. But hopefully we'll see her again. I don't think it's, you know, because she did tease like, oh, you know, you'll see me again or something like that. So that's something cool there. But it sucks that she's leaving because it's like all these different changes are going on. No, Cat Grant. And then the other Metallo, the other guy, not the main guy that was Metallo, the Corbin guy, but the other guy. I just didn't see the reason to do 2 Metallos. I really didn't. I action-wise, yes, I get it, but still. Then who's Metallo? Is that guy Metallo or that guy Metallo? So why didn't you just make him something else? Why are you making him the same sort of thing? Don't make sense. I just didn't care for that guy. Also, they act like they're brainwashed or something. Obviously, Corbin remembers who he is, and the other guy's just standing there like, if you want to leave, why don't you just blast your way out of there and leave or something like that? Like, you could literally, you know, oh, this girl just turned me into Metallo, kill her and leave and get it over with, you know what I mean? Like, you could easily do that. Don't know why you don't do that. But Metallo... I didn't care much. I like Corbin's Metallo. I just didn't care for the other guy's Metallo. Of course, don't get me wrong. This week's episode of Supergirl was really good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. But it was really good. Still very entertaining. The action, Superman and Supergirl's chemistry, Wynn's reaction to Superman. And at the end, it is interesting. Who is this Kryptonian? Is he bad? Is he good? Is he going to be an ally? Can he be the new Superman for now, at least? Does he have the same powers as them? Is he you know, does he have strength? Can he fly? What does he have? You know, I think that could be an interesting factor, and hopefully we'll find out next week. I'm going to give Supergirl Season 2, Episode 2, a B+. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack the like button. You can comment down below to me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You can share this review with your friends and hit that subscribe button for more awesome Supergirl content and reviews every single week. Till next time, join the Big D Nation, support the channel. We're 80 shy away from 500. Till then, bye-bye.